Hello there, and welcome back to the Epic FRODO YouTube channel. My name is Will, and today I'm joined by Jack.
Hello, sir.
And Scott is back, everyone. Hooray!
Hi, everyone.
So, Scott is a Sunnydale survivor. Check him out on YouTube. What do you do, Scott?
I mostly do TV reactions. I do the odd horror movie here and there, but it's mostly like sci-fi TV shows like Supernatural, The 100, things like that.
Go subscribe to Sunnydale Survivor, please. He's helped me out a lot, helped us all out, you know. Go do it. So we watched Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1. I quite enjoyed that one. I'm hoping this one's a bit more Freddy, though.
I think this is the scariest you see Freddy, isn't it? I think.
In parts, yeah. I used to watch this film a lot as a kid. I mean, I know why now, but I think it's definitely become more of a cult classic than.
Oh yeah.
Driver, that was my stop.
Oh, look at that bounce!
Driver, go ahead.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
This is very good. This must be like, what, a model?
It's a pretty kind of epic opening.
What's that?
See, this annoys me that because it's not Robert Englund.
Isn't it?
They didn't.
Oh,
He's
is it
not
not?
for like half the film. Nah, there was a massive thing with them. I think it's for like the whole first half of the movie. I think they realised that they needed him because he was so unique.
That was a pretty good opening.
That's me waking up for work every morning.
Yeah. My alarm goes off.
Somebody else.
Oh, honey, he's all right. He's just having a bad dream.
I'm a bit concerned that they literally heard him do like a blood-curdling scream.
Yeah.
And they was like, oh, look at that racist cereal box.
Jesse, you okay?
It was also like the same kitchen as the... Oh, it's the same house.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
They've made it worse.
It doesn't look... The decor could do with a bit of redoing.
There's people playing archery right next to the baseball field.
Yes.
So you getting any yet, Lise? Gary, he's my ride to school, okay?
You're out. Heads up, play Brady.
So as you'll notice throughout the whole film, there's a lot of homoerotic scenes, but the guy who made it said he didn't plan that.
Yeah.
It was just unintentional. But there'll be scenes later on that you're like, how did you not know what
I
you were
don't
making?
believe that for 1 second. Yeah.
You tell me you moved into that big white house with the bars in the window?
Yeah, what about it?
Some chick was locked in there by her mother and she went crazy. She watched her boyfriend get butchered across the street by some maniac.
There you go. See,
He's dreaming again.
body double.
You've ruined this movie
I
for me.
know.
I just never knew.
This is the one-
I don't know why I didn't know.
He is scary, isn't he?
We need you, Jesse. We got special work to do here, you and me. You've got the body. I've got the brain.
He has a very good scream, that guy.
I would love to be able to scream like that. I would do it in the middle of the night just to shit my boyfriend up.
Where you going, Jess?
Just out for a little while.
I told you I want that room unpacked.
That's like really low. Like really low.
That is really low. That'd be so hard to get out of.
One of those gaming chairs, you know, that's just like
Yeah.
on the floor.
The dad's in a gaming chair.
Such a weird scene for a Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Yeah, I thought that as well. At this point in the first film, it was like, what? Girl getting put up against the roof and ripped to shreds. Yeah, I'm not really scared anymore.
What's this?
I don't know. Looks like a diary to me.
Nancy Thompson, 1428 Elm Street.
He comes to me at night. Horrible, ugly, dirty. Under the sheets with me. Tearing at my nightgown with his steel claws.
Ooh.
Uh oh. That hits home. That hits home for him.
He keeps trying. About the girl that used to live here. How she went crazy when she saw her boyfriend get murdered across the street.
That's kind of revealed the ending was a dream then.
Yeah, this always confused me about this film is what is then real in the first one
Hmm.
Yeah.
and what's not.
love that shake cam. Did you see that there, dude? Oh, the bird's kicking off. POV.
His shot is so stupid. I love this movie, but this scene was always like, what is going on? Why is it like Alfred Hitchcock?
It is the
Elm
birds.
Street.
Look at the dad.
Oh.
I
forgot shot of a
so
shotgun.
bad.
What are you doing, Jesse? Help me move this thing.
It isn't the gas.
Don't tell me.
So they're just going to ignore the fact their bird just spontaneously combusted in their living room. This looks like a fun place.
Oh, it is. This is my kind of place.
I have a beer, please.
Not even gonna take his ID? No? Okay.
No.
And I'm not a beer drinker, but do you drink beer into a tumbler?
Oh, here he is. Is he making him do laps because you found him in the bar?
Yeah. See, right, I never picked up on this ever when I watched this as a kid. But he made the kid go there in the middle of the night and just got a rope out.
Yeah.
What's he planning?
Yes, this is what I was a bit dodgy.
That's cool.
You could see, but he's still awake.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's very strange.
I like watching these shots because you just realise each side of the camera there's just blokes there throwing stuff at his head and like just rolling like tennis balls at him.
What?
Hey, but which
He's just getting spanked now.
It's such a weird scene.
Because that was like quite scary, but that towel slap kind of like made it funny.
Time to die.
Is he extra?
Ooh.
Did that kill him? It was him all along.
I do like the play in this film about how, you know, you said he wasn't in a dream because he was almost like he was controlling him, like he was in him almost, you know. It's like, I like that idea of it.
They're going for something different this time, which I admire, and they're not just doing a remake of the first one.
Another of my favourite scenes, boys. Literally, that 10-year-old me was just like, what's going on? I love it.
That's scary.
Slow motion. Ugh.
Did they tell you that girl lost her mind and her mother killed herself in our living room?
What?
Did they tell you that?
Mom.
Oh, so that happened to the mum then.
It's a weird one, because obviously in the first one, if you ignore the ending, she died in the bedroom. Because Freddy, like, dragged her into the bed, didn't he? So the casting at the end's canonically not real.
Yes, yeah.
Jesse, I think you should eat something.
I'm not hungry.
I wish you would talk
He
to
kind of
me.
reminds me of like Mark Hamill
We can figure it out. We can
Yeah,
figure it out together.
I can see that.
from like the original Star Wars.
Jesse, why won't you talk to me?
Will you just leave me alone?
You're not being fair.
I can see why people prefer the first one. There's a lot of talk to me, tell me. In this one, there's not much like actual things happening.
It's kind of more psychological in parts, I guess.
There's a lot of deep
compared to-
metaphors in this as well.
I thought they were like, go on, Dad.
Yeah.
Get some.
Ooh.
I mean, it'd be great for her.
Jesse, what's wrong?
I really like this film, but the characters are kind of annoying because they don't really talk to each other or communicate.
You what? Only it wasn't me, see? There's something inside of me. And tonight with Lisa on the cabana, it started to happen again.
Something is trying to get inside my body. Yes.
This is the scene that most people say proves it's a very quote-unquote gay film.
Yeah.
Because he leaves having fun with his girlfriend to go and tell the hot guy how he really feels.
Yeah.
Just watch me.
Watch me.
Sweet dreams, pal.
He had one job.
What did he say to you?
He said, "Watch me."
Yeah. The hot guys in both movies just don't take orders very well.
No. Oh.
What's that sound?
That's good. That's good effects. That is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I really hate it when the hands open up like that.
These are some really good effects, actually. He's got a Lamau poster. That's really cool.
Yeah, very good shot.
This is a great scene. Oh, good.
That is. It's very. I would say it's like just below the thing, like in practicals wise.
Yeah.
That's really good. I see what you mean by slow burn, because it's actually suddenly got really good.
I grade it.
I do like that, how it's him doing it all now.
The scene from Brazzers.
Brazzers poolside.
He's inside me. I'm scared.
Jesse, who is doing this to you?
Fred Krueger.
We said Brett Krueger then. So who's that?
That's the guy who was playing him in the first half of the film.
Need to make that stick now. Brett Krueger.
Only it's all mixed up.
Christ, what do I have to do to make you understand me? Last night he made me try to kill my sister.
Yeah, you would be walking out now, like trying to like get hold of someone now. You'd sort of be like, right, we need to. This is not good.
What I want to see is Freddy just turn up at this party and just like go hacking and slashing, rather than like one-on-one kills. Oh.
Lisa? Jesse, she wasn't crazy. All this really happened. You can fight him.
She's such a simp.
She is.
Oh, he is.
There we go. It's definitely this is.
Oh.
What hit?
I've noticed with Freddy though, he is quite easily beaten.
Yeah, you just punch him.
Jesse, help!
There is no Jesse! I'm Jesse now!
See, like, they made his voice a lot more sinister in this one. Like,
Kill me, Lisa. Please kill me.
That's cool.
See, another thing I didn't notice when I was younger, but he doesn't have a glove on.
Oh yeah.
His nails actually come out of his hand. That's a good little effect, like the nails coming out of the hand, because that shows it's not fully Freddy. It's like Freddy, but Jesse. It's weird.
Oh, my wish came true then. He's going hacking and slashing. Look at him.
I'm just that way. You just tackle him, wouldn't you? Or you just jump in like stamp on his head.
Oh,
this.
Oh, he's going for the shotties.
Help yourself, fucker!
Okay.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah, it is. He does look scary.
It's a brilliant scene. That I love it.
I like that.
So
That was good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of iconic imagery in that. Like I can see from like, you would look back on this if you watched all of them and be like, a lot of iconic scenes are from that bit. Oh. What on earth?
I hate this bit. It's just so stupid. And it makes absolutely no sense to me.
Those are creepy. So now they've made the girl, it's almost like an alien. They made the girl, who you don't think is the main character at the end.
And even like the male main character is very not the kind of male main character of any film from the 80s, really. Because he's a bit weedy, he's wimpy. Especially for a horror film.
Yeah.
He screams very well, yeah.
That's an iconic noise.
These are the kind of nightmare shots you're used to. These like corridors of like, touching. I was literally going to say touching a hot pipe.
That sounded extremely rude, Mark.
I reckon she's been dreaming the whole time, the whole film. I reckon they would have throw that in at the end.
Come to me, Lisa.
Jesse, I know you're in there. Stop it.
She's still going to be like, okay, Jesse, yeah, sounds good. I love you that much.
I love you, Jesse.
You break Freddy down, tell him you love him as well. You love me?
It's not your fault, Freddy.
He's losing his grip. You can get out.
Shove it into his head.
Yeah, I was gonna say Freddy's a weakling now.
Don't take the fedora.
Got your hat.
Got your hat.
Oh, she is that much of a simp for him. Oh my days.
But isn't Freddy's face like burnt, melting skin? So she's like gonna rip all his lips
I don't
off.
care.
Oh, just thinking about it is horrible. Ooh.
Grim.
It does look good.
Yeah.
It's that Indiana Jones style, isn't it? The reverse camera shot on melting it.
Yeah.
I'm very confused as to why all that happened.
Yeah. It's never really explained.
It's one of those ones where it's like true love has no thingy almost, isn't it? Like she kissed him, it's like, doesn't matter what you look like, and then it broke the curse.
Yeah.
But I wonder if who turned the gas on?
Maybe Jesse's gay powers.
I did like that bit, the way she takes it off, like it's crusted. Cool. Finally broken out of his shell.
He's finally come out.
Oh. Yeah. True love conquers all, like you said.
Oh, here comes the school bus from the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a feeling Freddy's not quite done yet.
That was a really great party. Thanks, Lise.
People died.
Yeah. You know, a party's good when there's at least 5 fatalities.
It's okay.
No one's died, actually, really, if you think about it in this film, apart from the teacher. No main characters.
The best friend?
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, and her now.
I love that shot. There's no point trying to figure out what is what with these films, because you think okay, this is Nightmare. This obviously isn't. There's no point. Just there we go.
That's the end.
That's it.
Ooh. It's quite an underwhelming ending, if I do say so myself. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2: Freddy's Revenge. He didn't really get that much of revenge.
No.
Yeah. Revenge on who as well?
Yeah, the title doesn't really make sense if you actually think about what happened.
Yeah. So go on and let's start with Scott. What do you think of this? So you're quite familiar with the series. You like it.
Yeah.
What do you think of this one though?
I think objectively it's probably not a great film, but I have a lot of nostalgia for it. And like I say, as a little gay kid that didn't know he was gay, this film really hit home for lots of sweaty reasons that I didn't know at the time. But I enjoy it. It does try something different, like you said before, with the series, which is a brave approach. Does it work? I believe that's you to decide.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's, to be honest, I think I don't like Dream Child's quite good, but yeah, I don't think it's one of the best ones, but it's got a unique take on the story. I think, as you said, 3 onwards, it follows a story that you can get behind, you understand it more, but it's gone for something which I don't think many films were doing at the time as well. And as I said, them shooting it and saying they didn't realise what they were doing with some of the themes of that is just, I cannot believe that for a second. Yeah, it was good. The final act of it, I think, was a lot better, but
yeah.
It was a lot. It was, they tried something different. I don't think it failed, and I know it's not rated very high.
But I'd say the film has really good practical effects. So like the scene when Freddy rips himself out of Jesse's body and all the stuff at the party was really good. just wish there was like more of that throughout.
Yeah.
But maybe it only works because it was in the end of it.
It's quite a common theme throughout the franchise, though, especially the third one. The practical effects in these films have just always been like stellar, like really, really good. Especially like his makeup, he's got to sit there for like 3-4 hours a day having that put on as well.
I agree with you. That's definitely the standout for me. The practical effects, like that's my biggest takeaway from this. And I did like the fact they tried something new. I did admire that because I thought, oh, here's number 2. I'm just going to watch number 1 all over again, but. They did change a lot of it, how the guy turned out to be Freddy, and it was the girl at the end who's the main guy. So yeah, it did keep me guessing as to what was going to happen, but it was just a little bit underwhelming. Like, the end scene, the best part was that pool party scene and the bedroom scene. That was the best bit. But that's
we can't downplay scenes like the bird, though. There were some really weird, shocking bits in that where I think they were trying to go for sort of like, as you said, it's got its own sort of genre. It's not like a slasher, but it's almost like a kind of identity film as well, mixed with like there's some really random like scenes in it as well.
That dancing scene really felt out of place because it was like sandwiched in between like 2 really terrifying scenes, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, when he was cleaning his bedroom.
Yeah, and I was just like, what? Like it just really took me out of it and made me laugh. But
I'd be interested to know what you think about the fact that they basically used Freddy Krueger as like a metaphor for coming out.
Yeah.
What do you think as a think straight person?
Yeah. I don't think I would have guessed that if you hadn't pointed it out to me, because obviously it's not something I'd identify with, if that makes sense. And then you said they didn't mean it at all, so it's kind of just like, what?
Really? See, I'm completely opposite to that. I think that stood out a lot, especially like a lot through the dialogue as well, and especially like all of the scenes where there's affection with her trying to come towards him. He's sort of like pushing himself away and sort of being almost confused, and he didn't know who he was. I thought when I first watched that as well, that's what I really enjoyed about it as well. I was like, they've tried to do something really different here, and then instead finding out they didn't try and do it, I cannot believe that for 1 second.
It's pretty cool. I noticed it once you said it, but yeah, if I watched it, I wouldn't have picked up on that. But it is pretty cool. Like, I would not have thought that at all. Like, one of the most iconic horror characters, and they kind of pulled it off if they deliberately meant to do it. It's kind of like a genius move. Like, it's pretty clever. I guess one thing you can say about this, because did this come out like a year after the first one came out?
Yeah, 85 straight after.
That's the problem with this. Like, I feel like if they gave it maybe a bit more time to like flesh out a script, figure out what they wanted to do, make it a bit more, put more meat on its bones, it could have been a little bit better, a little bit tight knit, because a lot of stuff just happened because. But yeah, I mean, there was I wouldn't say I hated that film. It was like a fun watch. Like, I did laugh at some parts, you weren't meant to laugh. But I think it was because I was watching it with you guys. It made it a bit quite funny. But there were some genuinely good practical effects and good filmmaking in that.
I don't think it's as good as the first one, and I think there's one or two that might be worse than that. But I love them as they go on.
So, Jack, Scott, who's your MVP for A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge?
Oh, but I think whoever chose Grady's short shorts, whoever in costume design picked those, I'm in love.
Costume designer, Gail Viola.
Gail, you're the best.
I've got to go for Kevin Yeager, who did the special effects, and I think he was like the main person behind Freddy's makeup. But
yeah,
I'd give it to Englund, but as much as he wasn't like the powerful force in that. I think Jesse was if you had to give an MVP to an actor, I think he would be the MVP. But yeah, I've got to go Yeager, I think, because some of the practicals, again, it's just, they're so high up there.
I'm going to agree with Jack and say Kevin Yeager, but also throw in, because according to IMDb, there's 4 other geezers, so I'm going to throw them all in as well. Yeah, but well done. Great job.
Honourable mention to Mark Patton.
Yes.
For The Scream.
Honourable
mention. Scream is legendary. 60. I was going to say 69, but I won't. That's 62. 62.
I'm going to go lower, obviously, but I'm not going to go that low. I think I'm going to give it a 70.
Well, mine's probably going to be absolutely brutal. I'm going to give it a 53.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I thought it was alright.
I thought you were going to say like 30s.
No.
I thought you were going to go for 30s.
It was still a well-made film. It just wasn't like amazing. The practical effects were good, but yeah, 53. Well, I'll change it. I want to give it a 53. I feel like that's too harsh. I'll give it a 57. I'll give it a 57 rather than 53. I'll give it high in the high 50s. So, because it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You're kicking it when it's down, but not as much.
Well, there you have it, everybody. A 70 from Jack, a 62 from Scott, and a 57 from me. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, be sure to press that subscribe button. And while you're at it, why not follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Me and Jack will be back with another video very soon. Cheerio.